All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION at this hour, where India and Pakistan are all set to hold two-day talks on Indus Water Treaty from today. A five-member Pakistani delegation has arrived in India on Sunday for the 118th edition of talks. Now, the high-stakes meeting is likely to focus on the projects concerning both the nations. The Pakistani delegation, which has been very carefully chosen by the newly appointed Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, is being led by the Pakistani Commissioner for the Indus Water, Syed Meher Ali Shah, and it also includes the Chief Engineer of the Punjab Irrigation Department, the Director General of the Met Office, the General Manager of Pakistan's National Engineering Service, and the Director General of the Foreign Affairs Ministry. The Indian side will be headed by India's Indus Water Commissioner A.K. Pal. And Pakistan's delegation's visit comes after the Indian delegation had visited Islamabad for the previous round of talks in the month of March earlier this year. All right, now to give us more updates in terms of what is expected over the course of these 2 days of talks, we're joined in by WION's Siddhant Sibil, who's joining us live on this broadcast. Good morning to you, Siddhant. This, of course, is an important visit by the Pakistani delegation to sort out and to talk about the Indus Water Treaty. Give us more updates.
Well, the talks will begin later today, and this is the second talk when it comes to India and Pakistan, when it comes to the Indus Water entire formulation, entire treaty. Because remember that earlier this year we saw that the Indian side had visited Islamabad. The then Indian Indus Water Commissioner P.K. Saxena had visited Islamabad, and now, of course, the Pakistani side visiting India. But there is, of course, a message in itself, because remember, this is the second Pakistani delegation to visit India in matter of few weeks. Earlier, we saw the Pakistani delegation coming to Delhi for the SCO talks, the SCO RATS, or Regional Anti-Terror Structure talks happening here in Delhi. While, of course, India-Pakistan relationship remain frozen, especially when it comes to government-to-government relationship. We know that under the regime change that has happened, there has been a lot of conversations in terms of the letters, the protocol letters being written by both the prime ministers. Then, of course, Pakistani delegation visiting for the SCO talks. Now, of course, Pakistani delegation in India for the Indus Water talks. There is the pilgrimage diplomacy there that continues. So, largely, will it lead to formal conversation between the two sides? It is too early to say, because Pakistan goes to elections in a few months' time, and the current Pakistani dispensation will not be keen to be seen very close to India. So there are a lot of permutations and combinations, but nonetheless, today's talks are important in terms of resolving and making sure that continuity remains on water sharing issues and resolving any issues that when it comes to the Indus Water Pact.
Absolutely, indeed. That, of course, is the crucial aspect of it. Continuity remains in this Indus Water Treaty Pact. Thank you very much indeed, Siddhant, for joining us and getting us all those updates there. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.